This is the property in 2018 when we bought it. The green arrow shows the access portal, which was partially excavated. Here's an aerial overlay of the underground Titan complex, just to show where the landmarks are at. You can see where the previous owner had excavated, but that was filled in many years ago. The hole in 2018 was maybe 10 feet deep, where he filled it in at. So we wanted to get in the same way, and so we found an old Allis-Chalmers dozer. We got her all fixed up and eventually got her out to the base in early 2019. We'd park her in the Conex box to keep her secure, and we started digging. Our friend came with his little bobcat for a day or two. We had to dig down about 20 feet to get the opening of the decon room. We dug for 5 days to get in there. Finally, we got in and used our packs for the initial entry. Then we buried the entrance back up. Over the next few months, we kept digging with Alice, but that only got us so far. So eventually we rented a backhoe and brought that out, and we moved hundreds of yards more of dirt. And eventually we got back down to the entrance to the decon room. And we went in and explored again, and we buried it back up. A few months later, we rented another excavator and started digging again, widening the excavation, making it deeper, so that the sides were nice and safe. During that excavation, we finally were able to expose a majority of the 10-foot opening into the decon room. And after we were done with that excavator for that week, we literally buried back up that 10-foot opening again. And a few months later, we rented another excavator, this one a little bit smaller than the first, and had that brought out to the property, and we started excavating again, widening the excavation, making it deeper. But soon after that excavator was done, we figured, we've spent thousands of dollars on renting, why don't we just buy one? So we went and found one on Craigslist and looked at the big Caterpillar here in the picture, but didn't feel quite right about that one, so we waited and eventually found the Hitachi, and that one worked out great for us for the next couple of months. It was about a 60,000 pound machine, and we were able to move thousands of more yards of dirt. We widened the excavation to probably 150 to 200 feet wide, and it's probably about 300 feet long. So we literally work our way around the excavation, throwing the dirt up to the flat portion. Alice would go and push those hills out, and Thor would keep on digging that. One day, Brian, he got a wild hair and figured he'd dig down to the missile silo entrance, and we got in there, as you've seen in our previous videos. Now, Thor had its fair share of repairs that we had to do in the field. Tracks would fall off, track tensioners broke, many different things, but overall did really well for us. So next step is to use Alice to smooth in the sides, make water catchment areas. That way, if we do get more rain than usual, it won't come down and flood into our launch control center. But it should work real good. We're going to be planting vegetation and making those water catchment areas. This is the original aerial photograph that the county takes. This one was taken back in 2018, before we had started our project. And this is the most current aerial photograph, and it shows just how big the excavation really is. So I hope you've enjoyed, and just keep watching.